What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Scyushi and we're back in with more Trove, and today we've got Luxian to check out. I'm sorry I'm not in the hub or prepared for any of this. Just been in the process of editing and recording and doing a bunch of other stuff, but yeah. I wanted to talk to you guys about some other things that are going on, but I'll talk about that at the end of this Luxian video as usual. It's not really anything super crazy, but let's take a peek. What's he got? I mean, no, I don't like any of these items. I'm sorry. So we've got, first of all, Batty Batoid. I'm going to swap over to your boy Knight, just because I don't want to swap my mount on the other characters. But anyway, yeah, this is like puke mount. Kind of. There's a different manta ray that actually just straight up looks like vomit. This one's just kind of like gross because it's got like so much going on it. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of like the manta ray or stingray or whatever, you know, just kind of, all right, cool. And then we've got the baby Dillo, which as far as I know, yeah, this is a Luxian item. So when Luxian was first introduced, which means that this is when the devs were lazy, and it's got like 2 colors. And it's a bouncing mount, which I don't really like the bouncing mounts. I don't think I've ever seen anyone using this. And I don't blame them, because it looks disgusting. Then we've got the St. Qubeslick. That's a super old reference. You guys remember when the devs used to actually do some live streams? Oh my god. And I made a video like edited of the live stream, and it was focusing on the St. Qubeslick event. So anyway, St. Qubeslick is 1 superstition, but joke stat doesn't do anything, and 50 magic find. And I mean, he's kind of adorable. I do like the Qubesly allies because if you do slash dance, they rock out. But in this case, he's like doing the point down emote from Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Minerbot Qubesly. This is another event vault item. This is 24 laser mancy. I don't know why it's 24 laser mancy and 2 movement speed. Kind of weird, but again, here we go. And he rocks out, which I still really like. There's something wrong with me. And then we've got Snowfest Surprise 2021 for 15 dragon coins a pop. That's atrocious. So this unlocks a random Snowfest 2021 recipe that you don't already have. Kind of pointless, because when the Snowfest event inevitably comes around Christmas, you'll be able to get these recipes anyway. So why spend the dragon coins? I don't get it. Whatever. And then there's the Luxian style stash. So in the style section, let's say hats, for example, there's all these different named styles and junk like that, right? Including Luxian. So these will end up being like a super style stasher, whatever, unlocks a random seasonal event pinata or Luxian equipment style. So in most cases, it'll end up unlocking items that'll give you 1 mastery. In some rare cases, it'll unlock items that give you like 10 masteries. So not bad. Including this, which as far as I recall was an item from like years ago that originally you could only get for a specific store pack that they then ended up throwing into here just because they don't understand exclusivity. Binding Darkness, 10 of them for 25 dragon coins each. Binding Darkness is significantly easier to get now than it was in the past. Normally you would only get it out of elite mobs and shadow towers. Now it just drops from all enemies in the delves, which it's not like it's super common, but it's so much more common that this price is just a beginner's trap. And then we've got the Golden Hoard Dragon Soul, which the Golden Hoard Dragon Soul will end up giving you a ton of mastery just because of the badges here. But you'll end up getting the Golden Hoard Dragonling, which is a really good ally for a physical character just starting out. You get a bunch of different auras, a bunch of different dragon forms and stuff like that, which I'll kind of skim through these really quick for you guys. Nothing super crazy. We got the cookie cutter dragon, which looks disgusting. We've got the dragon that's got wings, but he doesn't shoot fireballs. And then finally, Luxian himself with bigger wings than Luxian there. And he actually does shoot the fireballs. Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about what's been going on behind the scenes, because I know that, videos have been a little bit all over the place lately. So I talked about this already before, but basically I ended up getting a little bit sick, and then I came back to the game, and now I'm kind of getting back into the swing of things with my live streams and stuff like that. But I'll admit to you guys that I've been kind of trying to pace myself with this update because it's not very good. We've talked about this extensively, like I think last live stream or the live stream just before that, where basically I was doing the whole mining thing, going for the tree trunks, and then ultimately I ended up, you know, finding out just how poorly structured this update is. I'm not gonna get too into it or anything, but to summarize, there's basically like very, very, very bad math with like how to get mystic gear that takes like thousands of hours right now. And the funny thing is that they had, there was a pretty efficient way of grinding mystic gear through mining that still would take like 200 or 300 hours of just solid mining grinding, but at least people could see the light at the end of the tunnel. And then they nerfed that into the ground rather than buffing every other aspect of the game to match that and make it like funner, which is hilarious because you guys have been telling me about like, you know, so many of you guys have been kind of moving on from the game or taking a break or whatever. And even me, like, I kind of got like really, really heated about the whole situation. Most of all because it's really frustrating to see one of my favorite games still struggling to reach its true potential because of idiotic decisions on the developers' part. Now, I don't know how much of these decisions are up to the developers or up to GameAgo themselves, but I do just find the overall situation to be very frustrating. And so I've kind of just been, you know, taking it easy and pacing myself and getting back into it so that I can just, you know, enjoy Trove for what it is. But we can all fully acknowledge that Trove is probably at one of its lowest points right now. Just because, you know, with you guys on console, the game is basically unplayable with all of the duping and constant bans and stuff. And I like, what I'm genuinely worried about at this moment in time is whether or not the developers can get a handle on things, because unfortunately there's such a small dev team, and to expect them to get these this situation under control, GameAgo might slowly start to see that the game is not being profitable enough because they can't get this under control. Now, there's a couple things that they could do, but I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm just a person who plays the game. Good God, what is wrong with you guys? I'm just gonna hide and go to D&D. So distracting. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, that's as good a time as ever to call it anyways. And so with that said, I would appreciate if you would smash like, sub for more, buy the merch you want to support the channel, and have yourselves a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's a couple other things that, you know, a couple other videos that I plan on having on the channel outside of Trove. I've also been working hard at a new playthrough that's gonna end up happening on the alt channel. But yeah, just suffice to say, things like I'm in a really good place right now, just myself personally. So hopefully YouTube steps it up and starts actually recommending my videos to you guys.